What's up, good people? It's your boy Phil, and this is 21 Cent. Yeah, we are back. As I promised you, on Tuesdays we'll be posting reactions, and on Fridays we'll be doing our street things as usual. If you watched the prank that we posted last Friday, there was a friend in there, Refat. He's a writer. Somewhere in the comment section, somebody says Rifat says nothing. Well, he writes something. And today we are going to react to a couple of his poems. Stick and stay. I'll give it to you when we come back. See you. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on that notification button and continue to share with friends. See you out there, man. This is my friend Rifat, who I talked to you about. And today we are reacting to two of his poems. One is called Love and Himanity, and the other one is called The Angel of Death. Now, with Love and Himanity, he says, I'm in love with this old woman who buys an extra loaf of bread for the stray dogs in the street. Sometimes she is so forgetful she doesn't remember to eat, but she remembers to feed them just before her afternoon nap. I don't know how she does it, but I think she is beautiful. I'm in love with this little boy across my house who is pushing himself into the front yard despite his crutches to teach his kid brother how to play football. I know he is in pain sometimes, but he is so happy he doesn't care. I'm in love with that girl in school who learned sign language just because she wanted to talk to her father better. I'm in love with this boy I knew in college who paid compliments not because he's trying to flirt, but because he's just trying to be nice. And I'm in love with this old jogger. I cross paths with him at 6 a.m. every day because he's picking up beer bottles that people have left the night before because someone might have stepped on them and hurt their feet, you know. I'm in love with this nameless stranger who bought a homeless man a blanket for the winter, and the sweet lady who watered the flowers near the street, and that little girl who made her lunch today because her mommy was sick, and the people who smile at me when they are running to work, and the people between the little spaces where they find time to be a little kind. And I am in love. I am so madly in love with how the world is still so good and so mad sometimes. How kindness is sidelined and underrated because we are so busy glorifying bad habits, romanticizing heartbreak, sensationalizing crime, and glamorizing rebellion, right? Because our modern day heroes are men with guns, superwomen with hot bodies, stalkers in movies, human gods that we don't see in the common people around us, whose biggest superpower is kindness, whose hearts are so big that all of you can fit in them. And maybe that is why it is so difficult to heal the world, because good things don't come to those who wait. Good things come to those who look for them. We are not looking. What an irony. We've got eyes, but we don't see the beauty. And the beauty is humanity. This is a very beautiful piece.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
What inspired it?
Actually, the inspiration for this was...
A little louder.
Okay, actually the inspiration for this was like the society around us, like how the people, they're sidelining everything, and they're concentrating on those things what I think is not that important as kindness. Because if we're kind enough to help each other, if we think that we can improve our society by helping each other, then we don't need rebellion, we don't need to romanticize anything, we don't need to sensationalize anything. We can do this.
There's something you said of this place. You said sensationalizing crime and glamorizing rebellion, because our modern day heroes are men with guns.
That's what we're doing. Like what we're doing now. I ask any of like the citizen of any country that who is your hero, everyone they will say that the fighters, the army who is fighting for us in the borders. But my question is, why are these borders?
My hero is my father.
Yeah, maybe. But what I'm saying, it's in general. If you think in general, if you ask the society, the hero comes up in modern days. That's why I generalize it. That they're the armies, the people who are doing worse for us.
Okay,
and I have respect for them, but I think that if we would have just been kind enough, we didn't even need these wars, so that we didn't need these men with guns. So if we just become the fan of humanity, then we don't need these things. We don't need to idolize a stalker in the movie. I'm trying to say, the heroes.
Okay, one thing, I think you have a point, because most of the superheroes in movies that we watch is Captain Planet, Captain America,
Captain Marvel.
I don't watch these movies, so I don't know a lot of them. I'm not a fan of movies.
Superheroes.
The superheroes, it's true. When we talk about a superhero, it's these fighters. That's true. It's these fighters. But who is your personal hero in life?
My personal hero in life, like you, my father. My father is my hero.
Talk a little louder though.
Okay. My personal hero is like you. Is my father.
Are you saying your father is your hero because I said my father is my hero? Your father watching that and be like, so your friend's father is his hero and I'm not your hero.
No, not like that. Just because I have many reasons to say that like my father is a person who never complains.
He never complains.
He never complains. Whatever you put him into, like, he will survive that thing, and he will never complain that why did you do that. He'll never. And he's a person. He's the most soft person I have seen in my whole life.
I thought he's soft, but he will complain.
And he's the most kind person I have seen in my life as well. That he can't deny to those
How many
things.
minutes have we
He
got?
can't deny to kindness. That's why
Okay.
I think my father is my hero, and how he raised us, and how still he is working hard for us.
Okay. Now, there's this very beautiful piece that you wrote here, which, for this poem, I think I'll invite the guys in the room to join us to react to it. This poem, he says that it's titled The Angel of Death. The title of the poem is The Angel of Death. And it starts this way. Very interesting. Usually, alcoholism is a very bad addiction. But sometimes life puts you in such situation that escaping feels like the best option. I like the rhyme though. So one day, while I was in a bar, I ended up meeting the angel of death. But the angel of death doesn't look as scary as people make them sound. He is an old man with a bright face. His eyes are full of tears and wrinkles on his cheeks. But he is the angel of death. So initially I was scared to sit beside him, fearing that my time to go had come before Grandpa. Then hesitantly I asked, whose time has come? Why have you come? He smiled and answered, for some time. Nobody's time has come. That is why I'm here. So what now? All my fear was gone. So I directly asked him, you are the angel of death that everyone fears. When they come a bit close, everyone remembers God. But how do you feel? He kept quiet for a moment and then he said, why is everyone grateful for the gift of life when it comes? But when I free a soul from this world, I never receive any love. Why? My backbone breaks every time I lift a body. God comes to me and curses me and my backbone. I tell God that I could live with a broken backbone, but please give this job to someone else. But what can God do? When nobody else is ready to do this job, I'm unable to sleep. I get nightmares of all those families whose loved ones I took from them. They abuse me and curse me. And while mourning, they are angry at me. I wish I could show all those families that their loved ones are happy here, but God doesn't give me the permission to either do that. Even sometimes I wish that death came to me as well. But then, who will free my soul? I felt very bad for him. Someone might have done this for the first time. I invited the angel of death to my own house and asked him, come, take a rest at my place. You might have many funerals to visit tomorrow. This poem, I think it's more important that we invite our friends, because as I always tell you, there are crew members in this place. So I will ask my friends to join me so that we react to this poem. See you after this break. So you all saw the story on Angel of Death. These are my friends in the room. This is Rifat, the writer. This is Moses, my friend. And then this is Clinton. He came today from Ghana. So we are starting. Let me start from you, Clinton. What do you think about the story?
Oh, the story was great. It was absolutely perfect.
Okay.
As to what the writer presented in his story. Yeah, everything was great and cool.
Okay. So Moses, what do you think? Take the microphone.
Well, for me, I really had the story. It really touched me because the way he talked about the angel of death, he gave him a personality. Because we all look at the angel of death as the devil, but we forget that this guy, he was the most beloved angel of God. So when he talked about the fact that he sees people being tortured or worried by him, but the fact that he doesn't sometimes agree to it, but he can do nothing because all the decisions remain to God. So it remains a question that with all these things that happen in earth, like crimes that are being done, are you really sure it's the devil who is tempting you, or it is you yourself who is doing them?
Okay, I like that question. That's a very important question from what Moses brought. Like, we do certain things and then we end up blaming the devil. Maybe the devil is not just that caricature, but it is you yourself who is passing. Because, for example, this guy, after talking to the devil, in the story, it's the character, not him. He invited him to his house, the angel of death. He invited the angel of death to his house. So maybe sometimes these decisions are left to us to make. Well, it's a story, but literally we can say that, what if the following day the angel of death had killed him? You never know. It's a free continuation. So Refat, your last words. Tell us what you yourself think and then let's finish.
I just try to preach this text that maybe, I just try to preach this message that maybe we see everything in our point of view, but every story has two sides. And we never think from the other side. From that other side, maybe the story can be different. Maybe that story has some reason, what can touch us. Then we could feel that thing. And if we can feel that why that guy is doing that, then maybe we'll stop fearing, we'll stop blaming other people, and we'll try to understand the people, and we'll try to think in a positive manner that we'll try, why did I use death? Because death is the hardest thing to accept. So if now you know the story of angel of death, now it is much easier for you to understand that it is his job, he has to do that. So it's very easy for you to accept it as well.
Okay.
So that's what.
So guys, share what you think about this at the comment section. It's really nice having you guys around. This is 21 Cent, and this is your boy Refat. He's from Bangladesh. Shout outs to all the friends from Bangladesh. My name is Philip, and I've always been your host. This is 21 Cent, and we'll be back. Like, comment, subscribe, and then continue to share with your friends. Let's grow this community together. Peace out.